Vous pensez que le calendrier Disney dévoilé pendant la D23 envoie du bois? Ça tombe bien, nous aussi. Au programme de ce Fanzone, du Disney et encore du Disney. De l'animation en live en passant par Marvel et Star Wars, on vous fait revivre en infos et en images tout ce qu'il faut retenir de la D23, la grande convention Disney qui s'est tenue il y a quelques jours.
Welcome to D23.
Alors quand on pense à Disney, on pense forcément animation, surtout si on a grandi avec ses héros et ses princesses. Et sur ce plan, la nostalgie a tourné à plein régime à la D23 grâce à Ralph 2.0, la suite des mondes de Ralph attendue le 28 novembre 2018 sur les écrans et qui réunira Vaiana, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Belle ou encore Anna de la Reine des Neiges le temps d'une scène. Alors la mauvaise nouvelle, c'est qu'on n'a pas ces images, mais la bonne nouvelle, c'est que les interprètes des princesses étaient réunis pour l'occasion. Et ça, c'était comme en viral.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's an historical day. Do you know, this is unbelievable. It's unprecedented. It's never been done before. You know, 9 of us all together.
Because we've never had all of the princesses on stage at one time. So people were extraordinarily thrilled about that. And the princesses are now going to be seen, I think, in a different way than we're used to seeing them. We get to see them let their hair down, no pun intended. And so it's going to be something special.
It's pretty cool to see all of us like in the same room at the same time and sort of on stage together, united as one troupe of princesses.
Oh, it went crazy! Okay, so I already know Disney fans y'all are crazy, but it was insane when everyone was up there. Oh my gosh, the response was amazing. And I mean, this is people's childhood. I know that I saw my own childhood on that stage this afternoon, and everyone was just so happy, so proud to see these Disney characters represented once again in another film.
Well, as somebody who grew up with these films, it was truly rewarding and insane today to be here to see that line of princesses on stage. I was just like, I was geeking out because, you know, whether it's Jodie Benson or Paige O'Hara, I grew up with those performances. I grew up with Little Mermaid. I grew up with Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King. And so to see them all assembled on stage together, that was unbelievable. And
Alors bien évidemment, Josh Gad n'est pas une princesse Disney, il était là en tant que voix d'Olaf, le petit bonhomme de neige de la Reine des Neiges, qui sera le héros d'un court-métrage diffusé en fin d'année, avant certaines séances de Coco, et dont il a dévoilé une chanson sur scène. Musique.
Oh, happy, merry, melancholy, holly jolly, happy tappy, chubby man will soon appear, and faithful friends are tiny dear, and festive tidings midnight clear, and can I leave this fruitcake here at that time of year?
Et cette fin d'année sera décidément musicale pour Disney, puisque Coco, le prochain Pixar, nous offrira aussi quelques belles chansons, dont celle-ci.
Remember me, though I have to travel far, remember me. Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. Until you're in my arms again, remember me.
Quelques mois après Coco, Pixar fera revenir les Indestructibles pour une suite attendue depuis 14 ans, une suite qui débutera juste après les événements du premier épisode, avec donc un Jack Jack toujours bébé, et ça c'est une bonne nouvelle. Pour l'occasion, le réalisateur Brad Bird est venu accompagné de ses comédiens en se payant au passage un joli photobomb de son patron, John Lasseter.
That's kind of what the t-shirt is here. It's a little symbol of Jack Jack's multiple powers. So this film, they start to discover that he has these powers. And so it's an interesting kind of fun situation to explore.
We know things about Jack Jack that, you know, the family doesn't know. And there are things that we still don't know about him, so to watch him do different things is going to be a process of discovery and he's even more incredible than everybody else.
Grand habitué des conventions Marvel dont on parlera dans quelques instants, Samuel L. Jackson retrouve ici le rôle de Frozone et les pouvoirs qui vont avec, et ça, il va pas s'en plaindre.
At least in this one, I have powers. Yeah, and you know, when I'm Nick Fury, I'm just kind of the only guy that's in the movie that doesn't really have powers. I'm just kind of angry. But anger can be a power.
Autre bonne nouvelle pour conclure cette partie animation si vous n'en avez pas eu assez, Edna Mode, la super costumière, doublée par Brad Bird, je le rappelle, sera elle aussi de la partie et on a hâte de découvrir sa collection printemps-été 2018. Edna Mode, une costumière à qui tout le monde de la mode a rendu hommage. Si.
Iconic. She's an artist.
She is the history of fashion.
Like no other designer.
She's a legend.
Modern.
Graphic.
Empowering.
Meticulous.
She's a visionary.
I'm talking about
Edna Mode.
Edna Mode.
Moi, je suis très excitée de voir les shows de Chanel, Dior, mais bien sûr, Edna Mode, c'est le plus important pour moi.
Alors l'animation c'est bien, les prises de vue réelles aussi, surtout quand on peut combiner les deux comme Jon Favreau, venu sur la scène de la D23 pour présenter les premières images de sa version live du Roi Lion 2 ans avant sa sortie en salle. On aurait adoré vous présenter ces images, mais elles n'étaient réservées qu'aux Happy Few présents à la D23, mais d'après ce qu'on a vu sur Twitter, ça défonce. Live toujours avec le Dumbo de Tim Burton qui a fait fondre tout le monde à la D23, une adaptation live des aventures du petit éléphant qui vole, actuellement en tournage, comme le prouve cette photo de Tim Burton, toujours aussi bien coiffé sur le plateau, un cinéaste qui en a profité pour officialiser son casting, avec un nouveau venu dans son univers, Colin Farrell, entouré d'habitués burtoniens comme Eva Green, Michael Keaton ou encore Danny DeVito, deux acteurs qui se retrouvent 25 ans après la sortie de Batman le défi. Et on termine cette session casting avec Guy Ritchie qui a enfin trouvé les Aladdin et Yasmine de son adaptation live d'Aladdin donc, à savoir Mena Massoud et Naomi Scott, vus respectivement dans Saving Hope et Power Rangers. Ils seront entourés pour l'occasion de Will Smith qui prêtera son talent, son don pour le chant et sa coolitude au génie. Et on termine ce tour des projets live Disney avec la nouvelle Mary Poppins, dont vous voyez un poster s'animer à côté de moi, c'est magnifique. Alors au départ, sur le papier, Emily Blunt en Mary Poppins, on validait. Mais depuis qu'on a vu cette image, et ben là, on valide à 200%. Et on a hâte de vous montrer le teaser dévoilé à la D23. Mais évidemment, ce teaser, on l'a pas. Par contre, on a Mary Poppins au micro. Écoutez.
We just finished a month ago and it's still so present and real. So it's the first time I saw anything from the film. So it was kind of magical, to be honest.
You know, I think they feel the way most of us do, I certainly do, that the original film means so much to us. I mean, I watched it as a kid. I think it was the first film I ever saw, and so it's very deep for all of us, and bring that kind of wonder and joy and magic and music back to, you know, film has been just a thrill, and I felt it out there today, which is really great.
Comme bien souvent dans les conventions cinéma, c'est Marvel qui est venu avec du lourd, du très très lourd, en faisant monter sur la scène de la D23 une grande partie du casting d'Avengers Infinity War.
It's pretty incredible, and frankly, it's like a third of our cast.
I mean, I remember when if there was 7 of you on a stage, that was an event, and now there's 17 of us, and it's just. There's nothing else like it in cinematic history.
You saw how much they love these movies, and the assembly of all of us together. It was incredible.
Et parmi tout ce beau monde, Josh Brolin alias Thanos est venu faire le show alors qu'une affiche teaser dévoile le pouvoir de destruction de son personnage. Thanos, un super méchant qui sera accompagné de Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, Black Dwarf et Ebonimo, également connus sous le nom d'Ordre Noir. Mais Thanos, on l'a surtout vu se faire photobomber par un certain Mark Ruffalo. Tiens, en parlant de Mark Ruffalo, l'acteur a confié être très pessimiste sur la possibilité qu'un film solo Hulk voit le jour pour des questions de droit entre Marvel et Universal. Du coup, notre prochain rendez-vous avec le géant vert, ce sera à la rentrée avec Thor Ragnarok, puis l'année prochaine avec Avengers Infinity War, dont les premières images ont été dévoilées à la D23. Ces images, on les a pas, mais a priori, ça s'annonce déglinguant.
You know, I've been such a huge fan of these franchises since the beginning, and I was sitting on stage, on the floor, with the Avengers, watching Avengers that I'm in.
You are an Avenger, yeah.
I can't believe it. I nearly cried. I genuinely nearly cried. I'm so glad to find out that you also nearly cried, that I wasn't the only one.
We were holding back man tears.
Yeah, manly tears.
Manly tears.
This is it. I mean, it's fascinating because I think it's an unprecedented experiment in filmmaking where multiple franchises are interwoven into one major narrative. And I think, you know, what's really special is, you know, being able to you know, write the final chapters of that book with these next 2 Avengers movies.
It's very special. We talked about it on the stage today. Next year will be our 10th anniversary. The first 10 years of Marvel Studios. It's been beyond our wildest dreams. Our dream was, let's make a movie ourselves. And that was Iron Man 1. And to be in this position, and Robert and I were just talking about it backstage, to be in this position almost 10 years down the line is incredible. And bringing out on stage today D23, Avengers, and Guardians, and Doctor Strange, and Black Panther, and Spider-Man is in the universe now. It is overwhelming, and it was very, very humbling being out there for the D23 Expo today.
He's just a fan first, and I think that's why Marvel Universe or Marvel Studios has been so successful, because he's just a major fan, which is what I am, what I like to consider myself as well. So yeah, no, it's really great, but that's the magic touch that he brings to it. You know, he's a fan first.
It felt so special to have so many of the amazing cast members of Avengers all together. And then there were 7,000 people in the audience, and they were all Marvel fans, and they were screaming the house down. And it just felt like electricity. I'm just so grateful that I got to experience that. It was such a high.
Allez, on termine ce tour de la D23 en force avec des nouvelles d'une galaxie lointaine, très lointaine, un univers Star Wars qui s'ouvrira aux fans au sein des parcs américains Disney en 2019 avec un monde entièrement dédié à l'univers intergalactique, à savoir un décor de spatioport où se croiseront des Wookiees, des droïdes, des Stormtroopers et des vaisseaux grandeur nature, avec également 2 nouvelles attractions dont une aux commandes du Faucon Millenium, ça c'est pas mal, une cantina où boire du lait bleu évidemment, et des magasins où dépenser vos crédits en souvenirs et autres sabre laser. Et pour les plus fans d'entre vous, eh bien ils auront la possibilité de vivre des vacances dites à 360 degrés, à savoir en immersion totale au sein de l'univers Star Wars. Mais avant ça, il y aura bien sûr le 13 décembre 2018 et la sortie de l'épisode 8. Alors comme toujours, le secret est bien gardé et nos amis les Jedi bloquent les spoils, mais on peut compter sur le capitaine Phasma pour lâcher quelques infos sur la tonalité du film.
I think as soon as I read the script, I thought it's a really brilliant piece of work, and it felt like the right tone of what we all wanted after episode 7.
Quant à Marc Hamill, il a tenu à évoquer avec émotion le souvenir de sa chère Leia.
It's terrible. I mean, I thought, how am I going to go out and talk about this film if everybody's going to keep bringing that up over and over? It adds an air of melancholy that the film didn't deserve. But in a way, the films are about triumphs and tragedy, and it's just too bad that real life had to collide head-on with our fantasy world. But, you know, that's part of life and moving on. But, you know, I'll never stop missing her.
Leia manquera à toutes et tous, et c'est donc plus que légitime de la retrouver parmi les posters personnages dévoilés dans le cadre de cette D23 autour des Derniers Jedi, des posters en mode Handmaid's Tale, qui prouvent que le réalisateur Rian Johnson et son équipe misent tout sur le rouge pour cet épisode 8. Allez, histoire de finir cette spéciale D23 en beauté, je vous propose de découvrir ou redécouvrir le formidable making-of de l'épisode 8 dévoilé justement par le réalisateur. Et quand je dis formidable, je pèse mes mots. N'est-ce pas le cast?
We're getting very close, so it's very exciting to feel the sort of countdown. And with the behind the scenes, because I hadn't seen it, I was like, oh my god, they're showing so much. So it's awesome.
And so we've had the teaser trailer, and then we have actually what it took to make it, what it took to get there. And I was so excited because none of us had seen it. Daisy and I were gripping each other saying, what is it, what is it, what is it? And it just looks so spectacular.
I think it looks fantastic. It just is a great way of showing the fans the kind of work that gets put into these kind of movies to make them happy.
Actually weird. I was watching, I was like, oh my god, yeah, we're revealing that now. There's like a lot of like new stuff that we're showing it for the first time. So I look forward to people freeze framing it and asking me questions on Twitter that I won't be able to answer.
It looked pretty good. The behind the scenes is one of the best behind the scenes I've ever seen.
It looks so cool, doesn't it? Yeah, it's so cool.
Everybody set. 3, 2, 1.
Action.
Episode 8. Gosh. The first film didn't even have a number.
Ryan has written a story that's unexpected but right. Some of the stuff that happens, people are going to be like, oh my god.
Even though I think I know it all, they throw things at me story-wise I never could have imagined.
And even though everybody knows that it's the second in a trilogy, it feels like its own thing.
Go.
Star Wars is so cool because there's all these creatures and all these amazing visual effects. But all the characters are also so complex.
Ryan needs to work on his Wookiee sounds. It's ridiculous. New director, can't even just learn a Wookiee sound.
It feels like the storylines are becoming more established. We're really getting to know these new characters. Also with the characters that we know and love, we're seeing their lives change.
Everything is being shifted in an opposite way to what the audience expected after 7. Ryan's made Star Wars fresh and new.
I'm hoping it'll be a little shocking, but I'm hoping it'll feel real and honest.
It's our most ancient story of good against evil, told in the most fascinating way, but it has a real spiritual depth to it.
It's about family, and that's what's so powerful about it.